what if I told you this design isn't embroidered at all? It's 100% digital, made inside Kittl. Embroidery has always been a staple in fashion and streetwear. From vintage varsity patches to high-end designer logos and even DTF prints mimicking thread textures. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to easily create realistic embroidery effects using Kittl flows. We'll make 3 different styles: yarn, embroidery, and 3D embroidery. Let's jump right in. Alright, let's open Kittl and start a new project. You can use any canvas size you prefer. For this demo, I'll keep it square with 1200 by 1200 pixels. We have 3 ready-to-use prompts for this: yarn style, embroidery style, 3D embroidery style. Now, we'll use Kittl flows and the model Nano Banana and probably a help of ChatGPT to generate our embroidery look. Yarn-style designs are perfect for creating festive prints that mimic the warm, knitted look of classic holiday sweaters. Click the word Artboard and then select Smartboard. Make sure the model you're using is Nano Banana for faster image generation. Then, paste in our prepared prompt. Click Generate. It looks cute and resembles a real handmade yarn style. For the next example, we'll create a new artboard by clicking the artboard icon and setting the size to 1200 pixels by 1200 pixels, the same as our previous one. Cute animals are often used in yarn-style designs, such as this cat design, to bring a soft, handmade charm to shirts. They typically feature playful characters, heartfelt messages, and crafty motifs. It still looks like a real cat to me, even though the fur resembles soft yarn. Let's try another one. Create a new artboard, then import your image. Pattern style for yarn lovers. It is ideal for knitters, crocheters, and craft enthusiasts. These patterns celebrate the art of yarn through creative textures and hobby-inspired designs. Let's move on to the embroidery effect. We often use embroidery in scouting or camping logo designs to give them a rugged, outdoorsy feel that looks authentic, traditional, and badge-like. Repeat the same process as before. Create a new smartboard and paste in our ready-made prompt for the embroidery effect. And here it is. It feels like a real patch that could be placed on a scout's uniform. Let's try another one. Create a new artboard, then import your design. Embroidery is often used in school or team logos to mimic the look of embroidered patches commonly found on varsity jackets and uniforms. The result looks so realistic that it feels like it could be placed on a varsity jacket right away. Let's try another one. Repeat the same process. Using embroidery effects on vibrant text adds depth and texture, making the words stand out as if they're stitched directly into the fabric. Perfect for DTF printing. Let's move on to the more advanced embroidery effect prompt. The 3D embroidery effect. Unlike the second prompt, this third one is more advanced, featuring a 3D effect and looking almost ready for DTF printing. The embroidery effect is perfect for vector designs like this because it looks more realistic when turned into actual embroidery, unlike highly detailed designs. Real embroidery doesn't usually have that level of detail. Next is the Motorcycle Club logo design. These designs often replicate the iconic stitched patches seen on biker vests, giving the artwork a bold, tough, and authentic club identity. The design looks amazing and it really feels like it could be printed on a denim jacket. The next design will be a Starbucks logo. Note that this is for sample purposes only. The idea is that you can turn your own logo into an embroidery effect and print it on your store's apparel, such as uniforms, aprons, hats, and more. First, go to templates and search for something you like. For this example, I'll be working on a motorcycle group logo design. I'll just replace the text here and change it to Transfer Superstars. As you can see, the letters are too close to the word trademark, so we'll scale down the font a bit. Looks good to me. Now let's replace fearless on the road with reliable, fast and vibrant. And lastly, I'll change this 2012 to 2014 since that's the year we started. Now, let's turn this into an embroidery effect. Create a new smartboard, paste in our prompt, and then click Generate. The image turned out exactly as it is, including all the details. However, if we look closely, we can see that it's in low resolution. So from here, let's try creating another smartboard to generate an HD version. There isn't much difference from the previous result. We could use the upscale tool here, but it would wash out the fine details we need for the embroidery effect. So what I'm thinking is to seek help from another AI model, ChatGPT Image 1 HD, to enhance the image quality while preserving those details. Wow, I think this one looks much better. It slightly altered the design by removing some details and adjusting the text positioning, but it looks more realistic than before, so I'm happy with this result. So, the next step is to convert this into an image, and after that, use the Remove Background tool. Then, create a new smartboard and adjust the size. Place the image at the center, and now we'll download it. Make sure to select the correct artboard. Change the resolution to 300 dpi. Then adjust the size depending on your needs. For me, I'll make it a large print at 4000 by 4000 pixels. Once done, click Download. And if you want to print your designs, head over to our website, transfersuperstars.com. We offer different services to help you print your design. For gang sheet transfers, under the gang sheet section, click on DTF Gang Sheet Builder. Here you can choose how your gang sheet will be. Sizes range from 22 by 12 to 22 by 100. You can also select how many copies you want to order. Once you're set, click Build your DTF gang sheet. Upload your image. Once done, click on it to open the settings, then click on Edit Image to access this new feature on our website. As you can see, there are 5 tools here: Remove Background, Upscale Quality, Halftone, Crop, and Color tools. For now, let's remove the background. It automatically cropped our design. Once done, click Apply, and it will automatically return to the gang sheet builder. Finalize the size of your image based on your preference. Finally, click Save, and then Add to Cart.
The print just came in, so let's dive in and check the details. All right, guys, let's take a closer look. It looks phenomenal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really thought this was all made out of yarn. This looks really good. It came out super well. Honestly, I'm excited to see this on a shirt. I really am. Let's check out the back real quick, guys. The back looks amazing. Very, very clear. I like it. All right, let's get started. Kicking things off with a Smart Blank Style 402 in black. This tee has a clean, premium feel. Perfect for DTF, guys. It holds its shape, keeps color tight, and really brings the fine details in a print. Basically, the best canvas for a crisp result. So if you guys do want to check them out, I'll drop the link in the description below. Now that our blank is ready, though, we're heating up our Weaver 15x15 heat press. This thing has been a workhorse for us, guys. Consistent pressure, reliable temperature, and it's handled a ton of our best presses without fail. So let's get started. Our heat press is already at 300 degrees. We're just gonna set up our shirt. Just wanna make sure that the edge of the collar is basically barely touching off of the edge, and we want to make sure everything is completely aligned perfectly, guys. Make sure you spend some time on that because you want this to come out as good as possible, guys, okay? And then I did put my laser up. I know you guys noticed that we didn't have the black lines on here, so a good way is that if you actually have this type of ruler, this would probably be a better way of kind of setting up your laser properly, guys. You're wanting to set it up right towards the collar and make it as leveled as possible. So now I can move my laser accordingly. Makes it a little bit easier for us to align it and set it up. Awesome. Okay, now let's get our transfer. Same right here, we do want to mark it up towards the nearest point on. I'm only gonna do the top because the laser doesn't reach that towards the end, so I'm just gonna reach it up right here. All right, I'm gonna put it up a little bit higher just so we can reach the edge point. Awesome. I do see it's a little bit underneath, so what I'm going to do is while I'm holding this up, we are gonna just pull it up a little bit more, okay? But I'm holding it in so it can make sure that it stays. I'm gonna turn off the laser now because it wouldn't make any sense for that. And then we should be good. I'm probably gonna press it one more time because of the bottom part. But if I'm able to peel up from the top, it should still be good and shouldn't be a problem. But always want to make sure you cover your all ends, okay, guys? It was supposed to be also a 7-second press, but this heat press only goes up into 5 increments. So it was either 5 or 10, so we chose 10. So let's pull it up real quick, guys. We usually would let this rest because it's also very hot, but you can just pull it right away. Again, that bottom part is going to be tricky, so we want to make sure we get it fast. I like it a lot. I think it would look a lot better with the type of graininess that comes with the matte finish sheet. So we're going to do that. We're also going to bring it up a little bit more just so we could put up the edge. And this is going to be our final press. Okay, guys? All right. Let's take a closer look, guys. All right, guys, let's take a closer look. It looks clean, guys. It looks really clean. Don't get me wrong, when you get close up, of course, you don't have the rise of what the yarn is, but I gotta be honest with you. Can you tell that this isn't yarn? This looks good. This looks good, and it feels nice too. I think that matte finishing sheet definitely helped out with that added texture, but it looks and feels nice, guys. It came out so well. It really did. Honestly, I don't know what else to really say about it, but yeah, guys, you definitely know how to do a full-on embroidered feature on Kittl. That's crazy. Now you guys use this same kind of concept on any idea you guys have. This is gonna come out amazing. All right. And there it is, guys. Clean press, smooth finish on our digital embroidery design from Kittl. Brought to life and looking real. This is from blank shirt to final print. That's the full build. If this gave you ideas or taught you something, hit that like button, drop a comment telling us your favorite part, and make sure to subscribe for more DTF print tips and creative breakdowns. Appreciate you guys watching. See you on the next one.